Good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
Kerry, why don't we start off and give me a little background. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I've spent my entire career in senior leadership and ownership in the big box retail, fast food industries, and food and beverage. Throughout my career, I've had some great success in increasing profits for companies with my ability to project sales and analyze data.
Well, share with me, if you would, Kerry, what you feel has distinguished you in your field.
I believe that I really excel in teaching and training others, in logistics, financials, budgets, operations, but what I love to do the most is I love to merchandise. Merchandising the right product in the right location, the right time of the year for the right price is really fun. Those business skills that I have allowed me to eliminate all the guesswork.
Well, if I asked you to give me an example of maybe of where your philosophy or your management style has paid off for you, share that with me if you would. Maybe the situation and what the results were.
This is a good one, Chris, so thanks for asking that one. This affects everybody everywhere. You go into that grocery store and there's only one head of lettuce. You go into a food place and you wonder, do I want to buy that? How long has it been sitting there? How fresh is it? Well, being I was in the fast food industry at that time, I tried to figure out if it was really possible to decide when the customer would come in and what they actually wanted and when they wanted it. Boy, I figured you could really be successful if you had that answer. So I sat down and I took 2 years worth of customer counts and sales, created a spreadsheet to see if there were any trends or commonalities. And wow, unbelievably, it not only showed that customers buy certain items at certain times of the day, but certain days of the week. So I took that data and created a spreadsheet to forecast future sales and customer counts. Also created another spreadsheet so that I could look at what was currently going on in more detail so that I could forecast future sales. After only 6 weeks of forecasting sales, I reduced our loss of product from an average of 20 to 90 a day to 6 to 20, which was a $10,000 savings per store, and lowered my food costs by 4%. But let me tell you what the best thing it did. Our customer satisfaction surveys and intent to repurchase increased by 10 full points.
That's impressive.
Then
Go ahead.
I was a president of the Owners Association at that time, and I took that system to the system for the whole region, and what it did was annual savings of over $1 million.
What about other industries, Kerry? Have you ever had, you mentioned fast foods or food service, what about successes, or have you carried those to some other industries?
After selling my businesses in Washington and moving to Las Vegas, I had the opportunity to take that system and try to tweak it a little bit in food and beverage at Caesar's Palace and the Monte Carlo. I was able to accurately forecast within 5% customer counts for their restaurants. And at Home Depot and Walmart, those were my best. I was able to accurately forecast Home Depot's sales within 2%, which was #1 in the region.
So you actually did business with Caesars and Home Depot?
I did. I worked for Caesars and Home Depot. Yes, I did.
Okay, well, those are some pretty nice names.
Thank you.
Okay, let me ask you this, and to summarize, we're in a tough economy, very challenging. You're a leader, you're an executive, you're going to be hiring people. What advice would you give a company to move forward?
Great question, thank you. I believe that all facets of retail need to take and use the data that they currently have. It will show you exactly what your customer wants, when they want it, for your specific location. Secondly, teach and train your associates and especially your management staff. Tell them everything you know. Open up that toolbox and fill it with the right tools. This will help to maximize their performance. And finally, they will reward you with